Ready whenever you are.
All right, well, we're recording now. All right, guys, so this is basically what we're looking at as far as land grab. When we point out these blocks, this is an 8x8. There's enough room for 4 of these here. When you go here, there's only enough room for 3. It'll get blocked out in this corner. So that being said, we also have a lot of space over here that we want to go through. You can see these borders. We're going to want to put things in a pattern. I'll show the pattern here in just a moment. But ultimately, this area is going to be a little weird because of this back corner that we're looking at. So we're going to put as many and try to conform to the patterns I'm going to show you here in just a moment. This is going to be the long pattern. Ideally, this should work. Hold on, stop moving. So right here, this is the meat of it. So we can start here. That's 2, 3, 4 zones. That's basically 2 of the 16 by 16s that we should be able to place all down this row, except for towards the end here where the red is, the scarecrow is currently. All right, let's go up the hill. We also want to choose this area too. This whole area is going to be something that we're aiming for getting. This area is the prime real estate. This is where we want to put our the fucking, what do they call it? The gazebo, but the
It's just a really big gazebo.
Okay, really big gazebo. That's what we're calling it.
It has all our crafting stations we need. We can put guild chests. We can put personal chests. There'll be a couple spots you could put farming things, like a couple cows, some cotton, whatever, We'll have room for that. We'll have room for chests, like guild chests, and maybe if the officers need a personal chest, just stuff like that. Our goal is to get the 16 by 16s here.
Right.
Like this is a pretty core spot if we can get it.
So right here, let's move forward a little bit. These trees right here. This is a sort of border that we have decided that we're going to create. It's going to go all the way down straight across to the mountain. To over here. Now the reason we're doing that is because this zone over here, this corner in the back, we have negotiated to try to allow a moderator, and they're called a Shiyu, a guild that hopefully we'll be close with and everything will be cool.
It's Shiyu.
Okay, Shiyu. I don't care. But they're going to be taking this corner that we're looking at right here. And ideally, it'll be to where these trees are pretty much across. That being said, if we go further inland, even though we have a lot of territory back here that we want to choose, this, if we need to, we can expand into it as long as we try to stay out of this corner. So try not to encroach upon this corner as much as possible. Try to expand out. Let's go out towards the water a little bit.
Real quick, just to cap on this spot right here, because we are negotiating with them, like we're talking about what we can do to benefit both guilds. If, say, everybody claims the land that we want, we will push over here no matter what. We will push to get land wherever we can get it. Mm-hmm. If we happen to intrude on where they are, they already settled. They said that they're fine with the spot. They like it. If we have to intrude over here, at the end of the day, we made a deal. We gave our word. We will have to work with them just in case they don't get land, because we did push where we said we wouldn't. But, okay.
So as we move out this way, this will probably also be chosen. Like, this will probably be a very contested area. Like, it's hard to say because it's so far away. People might just be choosing this area. But if we have to push out, we want to push out to basically the area that we're in now. And if it really gets desperate, we'll push out towards the water. In fact, we've even got a backup spot. Let's go to the corner, the other corner. This area over here, if it's still not basically chosen, we will be able to choose this region here. This is a nice little corner spot. If we do get some on the other side of the mountain, they'll kind of be connected in that way. But this is going to be a backup spot because this is probably a secondary area for some. But let's not really talk about this because this is just kind of the backup. So There's a lot of territory in here. This is not even half of it that we've shown you right now. Ideally, there would be plenty of room for everyone, and with the way we're organizing it, there should be a lot of extra space. Such to the point that I'm going to bring up a diagram now. I'm looking at this picture. This is the picture that we're going to be using to display what we're thinking as like zones. This right here, this is the actual one that we expect to use. It'll probably only go half as much on the narrow strip, or not half, but 2 instead of 3. But this is the format that we want to use. These red spaces, as you can see by this lovely little key right here, the red spaces is stuff we're basically trying to organize to keep for ourselves. Like, if no one can build them, we're good. On the other parts of lands, this top platform, this top whatever you want to call it, is exactly what we're aiming for. This is what we should be trying to use in other areas. Now, that being said, obviously these green on the corners, that's only because it's a corner, so that would hypothetically be closing us off. But ultimately, we want to try to go for patterns like these, so that you're not just placing right up to your buddy. If we do these patterns, we'll actually get another 16 by 16 out of these. If there's any questions on this, please see either Otekis or the Jade, because we were kind of the ones working on this, and we'll try to get that disseminated out to the public. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and close this video, and I hope you guys have a great day.